Hey everybody, it's Brock and we got a brand new episode of All About. Today we're actually learning about a highly requested fish. It's the filefish. Now the one you're seeing in the video is actually called a scrawled filefish, but in this video we're going to kind of talk about all kinds of different ones. That way you can have a good understanding on which one's best for your tank, and also if you can have one and take good care of it. The other ones we'll be touching base on, where this video will cover, is the Aiptasia eating filefish, the tassled, the radial, fan-bellied, matted, and any other kinds of filefish. After watching this video, you'll have a good understanding if you can keep one of these. Now, prices on usual filefish tend to cost about 60 bucks to get one. If you were actually trying to find the one in the video, these get huge and they're very rare. They're usually not kept in tanks. You ever see them, you're either diving or you're seeing them at a big aquarium like I got this shot from. Tank size, usually a 30-gallon is big enough because they do stay pretty small for the most part. Most of your Aiptasia eating ones and matteds, they stay fairly small, but then you also have some like the fan-bellied that'll get a foot long, so some can get really big. So for those, of course, you will need a much larger tank. Care level, I would say moderate, mainly because of feeding. That's the hardest thing people have trouble with. They feed kind of like Aiptasias, so they like small feedings because they do have a very small stomach, but they need it many times a day because they swim pretty constantly. They're always on the search for things, so they're burning that calorie off very fast. So make sure you're doing small portions, but many times in the day. Also ask if you're getting your fish from a local store. Ask them what they've been feeding them. If you're buying them online, just make sure you have a good variety of food at the house. That way you can give him multiple different things to try to figure out what he likes. Temper, now they are a very, very peaceful fish. Almost even shy at times. So they're very skittish at times, especially when first introduced into the tank. But as they do get older and more accustomed to it, you'll see them come out a lot more often. Reef compatibility is definitely with caution. I'm pretty scared sometimes to put them in there, especially when people come and they have a beautiful reef, but they have tons of Aiptasias all around their tank that they want to get rid of. The problem is, once they finish eating up all those Aiptasias in the tank, they will eat food that you feed them, but they're also going to start looking at your soft and stony corals as a snack to eat on too. So you definitely want to be cautious there. We've seen some people that will literally come get one to eat the Aiptasias, and then we'll go and catch it and bring it back. Temperature, keep it 72 to 78, DKH 8 to 12, pH 8.1 to 8.4, and your salinity 1.020 to 1.025. Keep everything basic there. Max size, like I said, most of them stay fairly small, about 3 inches long. And then other ones like the fan-bellieds can get up to a foot long. And if you were to see a full-grown scrawled filefish like you're seeing in the video, they can get up to 3 feet long. So they can get huge. Colors, usually you're seeing a lot of grays, browns, some in tints of green, some that almost are so light gray that they look blue. So you can actually find some very pretty ones. They are very camouflaged though with the rocks. So a lot of times you won't even see them that they're sitting there because they blend in so well. Diet, they are an omnivore, so make sure you have a wide variety of meaty foods, while at the same time sometimes they'll even eat some algae. Now, of course, the main thing they like to go after is Aiptasias. If you do get one of those Aiptasia eating filefish, which most people do, they will eat the fire out of those. So if you have any of those in your tank, that's a great source of food for him, especially at the beginning if he's not wanting to eat the food you're spot feeding. Origin, they are most of the time aquacultured nowadays. A lot of the ones you're getting for eating Aiptasias are aquacultured. And then every once in a while, if you get like a crazier, more rare breed, those are still coming from the ocean. Compatibility, just ask. I would recommend only one in the tank, even if it was a different kind. For some reason, filefish, just the species itself, can be very aggressive towards each other in a tank together. So make sure you just pick out one. I would recommend also that they are around very peaceful fish as well, because if you have some very predatory fish or just some very hyper aggressive fish, they will definitely be hiding most of the time behind the rocks. So you want to put them with other very peaceful stuff. Other than that, that pretty much hits on everything you need to know about taking care of a filefish. They're actually a fairly easy fish. They're a very unique looking fish as well. So if you do have any additional questions, please leave them down in the comments below for me. I'd love to get back with you, or you can reach out to me on social media. Make sure to like and subscribe to this video, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend.